In a pan, let's start with heating some olive oil, about 1 tablespoon. Once the oil heats up, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of garlic here. This is finely chopped garlic. And let's give it a quick mix. Let's add in about 2 tablespoons of dried mint. And toss this around. Now we are going to add in about 1 cup of cooked white quinoa. And mix it well. When we add the mint in the oil, it releases all its nice flavors so that it gives a better seasoning effect than if we were to add it later. So I like to add in the herbs into hot oil before we add anything else. Just let it mix well. I'm going to add in some lemon juice. And then mix it well again. I've cooked the quinoa in salted water, but still we will add just a little tiny smidgen of salt here. Take this off the heat and use a plating ring to plate this first element. This is a ring mold. You can plate it directly in a bowl as well. But this ring just adds a little touch of gourmet. So I'm adding in the seasoned cooked quinoa. You can add in fresh mint also, or any fresh herbs of your choice. Just press it down nicely. So the ring will also keep the quinoa warm for a little longer. Let's keep this aside and proceed to the next element, which is our cooked kidney beans. For that, I'm going to add in some more oil in the pan, another tablespoon. And let it heat a little bit. I'm just going to scrape off some excess quinoa to the side. Now we'll add in about a quarter cup of chopped onions, a quarter cup of chopped tomatoes. These are finely chopped. And then some capsicum. I've added all of them together. And then we'll give it a quick mix. So about a quarter cup of each. I will add in some fresh basil here. Just loosely chop some fresh basil. You can also add dried basil if you don't have fresh basil at hand. Now I'm going to add in some tomato paste. This is a homemade paste with roasted red tomatoes, which I've seasoned with a little bit of salt. You can add in some regular store-bought tomato puree as well. Add in some Mexican seasoning, about a good tablespoon or two of Mexican seasoning. This takes care of all the spices that I need. And then I'm going to add in just a little bit of salt. Then next to go in is half a cup of cooked kidney beans. And then some paprika. Just about half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon depending on how hot you would like it. If you feel that your beans are beginning to look very dry, just add in a tablespoon or two of vegetable stock or just regular water. I'm adding vegetable stock because it enhances the flavor. So let these beans cook. And also just smash them a little bit with the back of the spatula, so they are the right consistency to add to the bowl. This is my version of the refried Mexican beans. And you could add this to your quesadillas. You can add these to any Mexican burritos as well. So just cook them till the spices look a little done. You'll start to smell the lovely aroma of Mexican spices once they are done. And let's get the plate back in so that we can plate this next element as well. Okay, the beans are ready. Let's just add them to the plate on one side. I'll empty out the remaining beans in another bowl so that we can add them later if need be. And just spoon out the excess spices because we are going to use the same pan for our next element as well. The pan goes back on heat and in goes another tablespoon of olive oil. You can do even with lesser oil because by now our pan is fairly greased, so you don't really need too much oil in this. Let the oil heat. I'm going to just put this aside till the time we are cooking the next element, which is the sweet corn. So in the oil, I'm going to add in a little more basil, just loosely chopped. Then some paprika. And some corn. You can also take corn on the cob for this one. The idea is to basically char the corn. So we are going to keep the flame or the heat a little high so that the corn can char quickly. And also on one side I am going to use these Mexican peppers, the sweet peppers, and I am going to let them roast as well. You can roast them separately on an open flame too. So let's just loosely let them roast while the corn is roasting. And while the corn is roasting, I'm going to mix together a quick salad. I'm taking some arugula here, fresh arugula. You can take in any lettuce of your choice. I'm adding in some lemon juice. A very tiny smidgen of salt. Some really finely sliced onions. And some cherry tomatoes. I'm just going to half them. You can add them whole too. You can add any cheese as well here if you like. Okay, just mix this together really quickly and crush some black pepper, and the salad is ready. Just quickly check on the corn. This also looks nicely done. Just move the peppers. so that they can cook on the other side also. These roast very well on a grill pan as well, so you can do either. I had some place in this pan, so I just added them here. Let them roast well. Okay, and I'm also going to prep the avocado. Let's just slice the avocado. Take a ripe one. Or you can even do a guacamole. Just smash the avocado and add some tomatoes and some coriander, some tomatoes, some garlic, some olive oil, and plate up a good guacamole. I will just slice the avocado. Just thin slices. Okay, I will squeeze some lemon on it so that it doesn't go black. And then sprinkle some salt as well. Okay, now let's do our final plate. Alright, I'm going to add in the salad here. Then the sweet corn, the nicely charred sweet corn. And our charred peppers. And then of course the lovely avocado slices. I'll top it with some freshly made salsa. And just a lemon wedge. Just remove the ring, and the Mexican quinoa bowl is ready.